Okay. Hello, hello. I'm back. I hope things will be stable. Right before I went live, Lichess kept giving me a message saying reconnecting. But looks like the stream is alive. No dropped frames. Welcome to the early joiners in YouTube chat. Tobias and Namco, welcome back. Oh no, my birthday. Yeah, today is September 3rd. I'm celebrating the birthday of Arjun Erigaisi. But also myself. And maybe some others too. We'll see. Welcome to the early joiners across Twitch and YouTube. Speaking of early joiners, I'm not going to be joining this tournament early. Joining very late. It's the hourly Super Blitz. Let's Berserk. And I'm going to try and finish as high as possible. Opponent wants to Scholars Mate me. But let's be aggressive. I'm playing as aggressively as possible. What to do?
Happy birthday,
Bishop c5. Thank you, Groot Pierre. Welcome back. Thank you, LW.
Do you feel older?
Every moment of every day, I get a little bit older. But do I feel older? To be honest, not really. Especially having just had coffee. I feel more energized. I also feel like this is going to be a fight. Had a good position earlier, but White's actually playing well. I'm below a minute. We're going into some endgame.
Happy birthday.
King e2, rook d1.
A guy who knows where his tower is.
I'm not sure what that refers to, but thank you, Arthur Philip Dent. Okay, so I have a pawn on d3, which is either weak or strong. Hopefully more strong than weak. Yeah, the knight is really well placed here, preparing knight f3. We'll kick around the bishop. There's this move. I'll be winning e3. Oh, I should have taken on b2. Well, what gives me the second chance? I want to come back to harass the king. Maybe I'll fork on c3. Or maybe just queen the pawn. Do I promote to a knight just to get the fork after rook takes c3? What's the keyboard shortcut? Okay, under promotion to start the stream. Totally unnecessary, but I'll check after the game if Stockfish thinks that was the best move. Probably not. Probably promoting to queen was force mate somehow. Check. There's almost some cool mate. Okay, let's just we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Make a queen and then ladder. Okay, real quick. Stockfish. I missed mate in 6. But I found mate in 18. How long did it take me? Took me a little bit more than 18 moves. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, Nate the Great. Happy 5 months. Thank you to everyone for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Do let me know where you're watching from. It is 2:39 p.m. US Central Time. Streaming from St. Louis. Should be a decently European-friendly time. All right, let's play a Scotch. Let's play a Scotch Gambit, how about? I became aware of like a new tricky line in the Scotch Gambit a few days ago. But we're not going into exactly what I want to. Okay, so black ends up accepting. I'll play h3, preventing bishop g4. I had a very similar position in my speed run, where like this move is almost possible. But bishop e6 makes sense. Let's play knight d5. Yeah, the most recent episode of the speedrun, I think I had this position, but maybe the rook was on d1. I still want to sack on h6. But let's be sane. Okay, let's read some places where people are watching from. Kansas City, Prague, England, Stockholm, Sweden. I take the bishop. No, knight a5 is slightly annoying. I think I take the bishop. There's a small trick. If black takes with either thing, I take back and I think I win a piece. For example, takes, I hit the queen and I'm threatening to trap the knight with b4. So c5 prevents b4. And now I'll focus in the center. Maybe I'll play a3 to still try and trap the knight. Oh, I could have played b4. Yeah, I should have played b4 and moved sooner. Too late now. Still some attacking chances. Knight f5 is on tap. This is maybe possible.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Oh, thank you. Nice, Gary. Welcome back. Okay, knight f5. Trying to figure out what my threat is. Maybe queen c3. Pressure g7. Now I'm threatening to take on h6. This pawn is overworked. Okay, we got Turks and Caicos, Nairobi, Kenya, Liverpool, Amsterdam, Norway. A very diverse audience here. Alright, I'll swing over. Attacking this, pressuring this, also threatening knight or bishop takes h6. There's a lot of threats here. Is black surviving? This is check.
Woohoo, happy birthday.
Woohoo. Welcome back. Yes, it's Iris. There's a question, why did you stop posting videos on Eric Was an Extra? So that channel was is almost entirely repurposed live streams. And one of the reasons why, oh, do I have this move? I have this move. Winning a queen. The main reason why I stopped posting is because now I'm multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So the streams are automatically archived on YouTube. Like one of the issues with Twitch is when I live stream on Twitch, the stream gets deleted after X number of days. Okay, I think I'm winning a knight. It's an issue with superfluous knights.
Eric. How old are you turning? My birthday is on the 7th.
Oh, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Maybe people can guess how old I am. Someone said 21 earlier, which I kind of wish was the case. I have to go back in time. Very close to mating. Okay. I saved myself 0.9 seconds by winning over the board rather than on time. It's going to be tough to win this tournament. Also, oh no, my connection. Let me check the stream. I think Lichess is having some issues today. I hope I don't forfeit my next game. Oh no, my CSS. Yeah, that's the page you get when like the CSS doesn't load. I see people guessing numbers in chat. I feel both insulted and complimented at the same time, reading some of these numbers. Okay, Stafford Gambit time, maybe. Stafford Gambit time. Yeah, Bishop c4, Knight c3, it's a very natural way to develop, but this is already winning for black. I've had this position many times.
I played in an OTB tournament this weekend and gained 50 rating ELO USCF playing the London exclusively.
Let's go. Good job, four-way fork. Oh, thank you, Dow something with the Swedish krona. I appreciate that. Yeah, bishop takes f7 is actually the best move. But I'm going to win the queen. Yeah, if king takes, there's like queen f3, and it gets kind of weird. This is interesting, but I can take king e7, delayed bomb cloud, and bishop e6 next. You look 28. You looks 28. I'll take that. You have to compile like all the numbers that are being mentioned and like take an average or a median.
What? It's the goat's birthday? Happy birthday. When do we have to arrive to your party?
This is a party. It's birthday Blitz. Welcome back to Brunswicker. There's 10 minutes left, at least of this tournament. I'll probably play at least like 1 or 2 more tournaments after this one. I did late join. Can I break the top 100? Play e4 again. Oh, let's play the Von Henning. The other day I wanted to play Von Henning in the speedrun, but then I forgot what it is. Except, yeah, Von Henning is takes bishop c4, which is not happening. Let's take... So this is basically transposing into a 2 knights attack against the French. Except the knight's here. So it's similar, but a little bit different. Knight g6, bishop g3. Thank you, 926 Andy. Yeah, queen c2, there's queen e2. Or queen c7, queen e2. Okay, here I'll castle. Unless h4 makes sense. Because there's cases where the rook wants to stay on h1. So I think this is more flexible. And there's also a potential trap if queen takes b2. I assume this is good. Although this is different. Usually I get this sort of position with the bishop still on f4. I think it's still okay. Because queen b4, there's bishop here, and the queen can't come back to a5.
Happy birthday, Eric. Party popper emoji.
Oh, thank you, Atinabu. Happy 51 months. Okay, so this pawn is in some jeopardy. But I'll just harass the queen. Because there are like 3 attackers, but black has no time to take the pawn. As long as I keep attacking the queen. Now h5. Probably knight g5 or h6 next. Oh no, my knight. Yeah, if queen takes knight, there's knight g6 to win the queen. Yeah, big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the kind wishes. Alright, let's sack the knight again. This time if queen takes knight, I pin and win the queen. We might see bishop to b4. Oh, black's running mate. Defend. Yeah, I do have to watch my time. Oh, if I play this or is this? Alright, let's play this. So I'm down 2 pawns now. I just actually dropped my knight. Bishop e6 was a good move. Maybe I had to take. Yeah, I completely missed this idea. But there's still compensation. Thank you, Atinabu. I really appreciate it. Yeah, this is gonna take some work. I win back 1 pawn, threatening this. Okay, now I do this, and then I'll win the other pawn. Okay, now it's looking pretty good. Where's my mate? Does this work? Oh, yeah, this works. Black was threatening mate in 1 for a brief moment. But, okay, survived that. Somewhat of a messy game. I'm in the top 100 now. Top 50, here I come. Top 50 is within reach. I'll try and get in at least 1 more game, maybe 2.
It's been a great 40 months, and happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Andrew as well. You should play your favorite openings to celebrate. That's kind of what I'm doing. Playing a lot of gambits. Having a fun position here. Greek gift. Queen d3. Queen g4. This is very close to mating. I didn't fully calculate this. I assume it's good though. Check. Knight g6. Play this first. Where's my mate? Maybe this. It's actually not super simple. And this. And then this. The king might slip away. Okay, this is mate. Okay, that was a fun game. King running to g3. I wasn't confident until the very end. Thank you, 7474. Happy 14 months. Thank you to Rurfmay630, gifting to Deport Elon Musk. Appreciate that. Thank you, Tackling, with the super chat. Okay, final game probably. Unless I can win this one quickly. Play a Falkbeer Countergambit.
Happy birthday from all the pawns you took on Pasan and all the kings you mated while castling.
I was very close to a castle mate that last game. Not quite. I take the bishop? No, let's just play this. No mercy. Knight f3, I have queen e7 check. And then I take the rook. Do I have this? This is mate in 4. King e2, bishop g4, knight f3, take. And then queen goes back to g3 with mate. So I might get to play one more game after this. What time do... Oh, pairings are closed. Okay. I guess we can appreciate this last game. A 12-move win. Actually, I'm wondering, how many games on Lichess featured the exact same sequence of 12 moves? I'm gonna guess, like, between 1 and 5 other games. Let's see. I feel like white kind of walked into a trap that is somewhat easy to stumble into from this opening. So this position has been reached over 365,000 times. And this is still kind of the main theory, bishop d2, most common move. And yeah, already queen h4 is very, very good. We can see by the score for black. Take. Oh, there might be a lot more games that feature the same checkmate. Still 1,000 games, over 1,000 games from this position. Bishop g4. Queen takes f3. Okay, 57 games featured that exact same sequence. There's a question, would you play the Falkbeer in OTB chess? Probably over the word Blitz or Rapid. I think in classical, probably not. Like if I wanted to play like a more serious weapon against King's Gambit, I would actually still play d5. But rather than playing e4, I would take. I think this is called the Abbazia variation. Lichess still calls it the Falkbeer Countergambit, but it could transpose from a few different move orders. There's also this, and then this. And this is what I used to play for a while. Oh, Google actually knows how old I am. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's probably easy to search online. Anyway, the turn's over. Good job to this person. 31 points. So I late joined with 20-something minutes left. I made it to the top. Oh no, 31 is 11th place. 43 would have, 43 won the tournament. I still would have had to play several more games. Thank you to Bambi. Appreciate it. So let's join another tournament. Arena. I think I'll join the 5-minute tournament. If people want to join, I'll drop a link in chat. Let me update the join command. Trying to remember how to actually update the command in chat. Okay, I think that worked. So we got 18, okay, less than 20 seconds until this 10, new tournament.
9, 8,
this time I'm
7,
on time.
6, 5,
Top seed,
4,
probably play this person
3,
first.
2, 1, 0.
Here we go. Playing Dude Please Chill. Stafford Gambit time. D3. Interesting. A kind of strange opening. I think Queen D6 makes sense. Threatening this already. Winning a pawn. Yeah, this queen is not chilling. A castle, maybe B6. Just be ultra solid. Up a pawn, so I don't need to do anything like too crazy. Could castle, kind of like 97. If knight f5, I probably play this and this. Yeah, this is kind of a target, but white can't really apply more pressure. And now I can start attacking. This move looks interesting. F5. Yeah, white's pieces are lacking harmony.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, yes. I'm almost winning a pawn. There's G4. Maybe I play bishop a6 after G4. Thank you, tile maker. Okay, let's play this and I'll win D3. Now this is attack, this is weak. King here. G5 should come. Here and then knight G5, but then I take on G3. Looks pretty good. I don't want to get forked. King G6. I'm threatening to trap the knight. Oh, how's it going, Lafong? Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Lafong. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's trade and then trap. Okay, nice game to start the tournament. I should also mention this is like good practice for Title Tuesday. Because it's the exact same time control I am berserking here. Scotch Gambit. Yeah, with h6, I really want to punish this, but the best way to punish it is just to develop actively. Here, I think there's tactics with taking and then taking. And then queen h5. A very typical Scotch Gambit tactic. So white wins a pawn. I'm going to leave this pawn hanging. If takes, there's queen c4, d5, take on c6. Could take on h6. Let's do it. So attacking the rook. Winning the rook. Yeah, no mercy. Too many birthday presents in that game. So good starts. Very quick starts. Brad Evans says, berserk them all. We'll see. We'll take it game by game. Berserk this one as well. Okay, another King's Gambit. Another Falkbeer Countergambit. It went well last time. Here, yeah, I'll just take and then take. Looks pleasant. I win back the pawn. Can play this. Oh, hey, it's Gary. Thanks for subbing. Congratulations, Gary, by the way. Gary recently got his IM title. Past 2400 FIDE. Amazing result. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Gary. Let's move the queen here. Okay. Yeah, very quick start. Are you 32? That's what Google says. To be honest, like I've reached the age where I kind of have to do the math to remember like what year I'm born and then subtract the current year or vice versa. Or I just Google it. It's just easier to forget now. Okay, Fidel 99. Berserk again. Another King's Gambit. Getting lots of practice. Okay, d4 is a funny move. I think d4 is playable. I'll take. We trade queens, I'm up a pawn. I do lose casting rights, but I guess now it's white who's gambiting. The plan is to play c6, king c7. The king is decently comfortable here. Allowing double pawns. Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. It's actually really annoying. I'm losing back a pawn. Wow. I can't take because then this is not good. I guess I play this. Position will transform. White is maybe slightly better. On the plus side, I have the bishop pair. Thank you, Daoud. Some more Swedish krona. Really appreciate it. All right, let's develop the final minor piece. I'm not sure where I want to go. Like, all these squares have some purpose. Bishop e6 looks pretty solid. I might be threatening this. Like, sometimes a2 is poisonous. Okay, let's pressure the queen side. So I'm down a couple minutes. But still got some time.
Happy birthday, Eric. Thanks for all that you do.
Oh, thank you.
Loving the tricks and traps speedrun. And the beginner to master has pretty much infinite replay value.
Oh, yes. I appreciate that. Thank you, Javathello. Yeah, it looks ugly to play bishop d7. But long term, the bishops are hopefully going to be more valuable than knights. Especially in the position where center pawns are gone and there's pawns on both sides. Okay, we'll defend the bishop. Still want to play this move. At b4, I have knight c4. Otherwise, the file should open. Oh, thank you, Javathello, as well. Gifting to Iolio Yellow. c5 here. Not sure about this, but c4 looks attractive. The knight's restricted by this bishop. Actually, the knight's almost trapped. Like, this is only safe move. I could kick the other knight, but then there's knight d6. Bishop f5. What do I want to do?
Happy birthday. We are
I'll play
3.5
this.
years old. How old are you?
Oh yes, I'm a little bit older than that. Welcome back, free to try. Okay, I gotta focus here. This is not at all trivial. I like the position. Bishop will likely come to a4 at some point. f6 is kind of hanging. But it's going to be hard for white to resolve the pin. Take a knight c4, threatening this. I do cover e7, which my opponent misses. Okay, another nice gift. I feel like I'm being showered with gifts today. Moving on. Back in first. How are you celebrating your birthday? I'm playing some Blitz, trying to win a tournament. No berserking, let's play e4. Play another one of these. Okay, I'm playing this new idea. I discovered this through a regular subscriber, Obese Reese, who shared some cool, funny lines in this. This is objectively quite bad for white, but it has similar venom to the Stafford Gambit. I'm pretty sure this is a move. Now, to be honest, I really haven't studied it so deeply beyond looking at a few lines in the Lichess database. But I make a threat. I want to take the knight next.
B-Day, Eric Smile.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my queen. Oh, no. Someone call an ambulance. Ah. Also, today's the last day you can get Oh No My Queen merch on discount. Coupon code end of summer 25. Shop.iamrosen.com. Okay, I'm tagging a pawn. This is still prep, by the way. Also, if takes, there was a double checkmate. It's a funny line. And the funny thing about this, I'm not just attacking this, I'm attacking this. So if white defends, I'll take on c4. Oh, my queen! Someone call an ambulance. I think bishop g5 is like the engine move, though. But, okay, this is still maybe playable. Queen c5. I'm still down a pawn. Black did not fall for my trickery. Maybe this would work against someone like a few hundred points lower rated. We're gonna trade queens. Probably. And there's still some pressure. Attacking this. Bishop's pinned. I guess we'll trade. D3? I think I have to play c3. I have to trade rooks. This might be annoying. Although h6, bishop f4, I attack c7. And rook here, I have rook d1. Oh, that's annoying. I want to play a3, but then takes rook c1, d3. So maybe I play... Actually, what to do? I'm in trouble. This is backfired. King f1? No, once d3 happens, it's really not good. Maybe I play this. Give the pawn rook e1, knight f1. Oh man. So knight b4, rook a7, rook e1. That looks so bad for me. If black wants to draw, they can probably just repeat. I'll have to take a massive risk if I want to play for a win. Yeah, I'm getting completely run over here. But the game goes on. Maybe time will save me. Okay, avoiding back rank mates. Threatening a fork. Threatening a triple fork. Some life still. Clinging on to hope. I win back the pawn. The knight's kind of out of play, but it can come back pretty quickly. Now the rook is chased off the e-file, because I control all these squares. I have rook e1. I think even better is rook a1. And this is turning around. Or it's already turned around. Oh, I didn't see that though. I got porked. Okay, black can choose which pawn to take. Wait, if black takes either pawn, I take king f8, knight d7. Otherwise, I win the bishop. Yeah, black's gonna lose a piece because I'm attacking the knight here too. Unless there's this to defend the bishop. Knight f5 might be the best try. Okay, no mercy. There's also rook g7 and then bishop e. Actually, no, that's just a big trade. Okay. That was a fun game. Yeah, this is my first time actually playing this opening in any sort of game, online or OTB. Yeah, the engine says minus 2.4, but like the most natural move is g6, and then yeah, just to show 96 players have fallen for this, taking the poisonous queen, getting brutally mated. And then yeah, white actually scores really well here, despite the engine evaluation. Engine says, oh, knight g5 is best. But queen takes c4 is still stylish. The second queen sack, bishop takes, it's still the same mating pattern. Anyway, I'm going to take a small break, and I'll be back for more chess. Thank you to someone who just got merch, right? Again, thank you to everyone for all the very kind birthday wishes, all the positive energy, and I'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned. Thank you, Killager, gifting 5 subs to the chair stream. Hope people enjoyed the brief chair stream. All right, let's resume the tournament. I'm in second place. Leader has also won all their games and berserked all their games. Got 34 minutes left and some change. Here we go. I'll berserk back. Let's play d4. We'll switch it up a little bit. Back to London. Ooh, no mercy. Oh, what a gift. What a gift. I'm not sure what black was trying to do there. Like bishop g4 usually just loses the tempo to f3. But bishop f5 was a little bit worse. So that puts me back in first. I think I did berserk, right? But the game was so short that it probably doesn't count for berserking points. Oh, some freezing. That was weird. Like I clicked and dragged the e-pawn, but nothing happened. Thankfully I didn't mouse slip. Okay. So we have Jobava London. Take and play bishop g4. This is my my slightly offbeat line. It does seem maybe a little bit weird to play this and then this, but now the knight can't come in so quickly. And let's complete development. Queen b6. Just pressuring the pawns. I'm not scared of this. There's rook c8. White's getting a solid setup though. But I get the bishop pair. Still some pressure on the queen side. Ooh. Okay, now there should be some attacking potential on the queen side. Gonna unleash the b-pawn. Maybe prepare this. g5, there's 97. Very often the knight can maneuver to the queen side as well. The dream would be c4. And this knight is tied down to a2. We might see king b1. I'm wondering, like, king b1, bishop b4, a3. Can I sack? Like, take, and take? I probably want my knight on b6 sooner, though. So ironically, g5 might help me. Like, get the knight to a better position. It's hard for white to actually, like, do anything. Like, even if white gets h4, h5 in. Okay, so I win a pawn. Already feels close to mate. Okay, there's this. I want to provoke b3 so I can play bishop a3 checkmate. There is this move, though. But then bishop b4. Bishop b4 threatening rook takes c3. Pawn takes c3, bishop a3. Alright, I could take the rook. I'm kind of reluctant to, though. I think the bishop's more useful than the rook. Like, if white wants to save it, I'm happy keeping the bishop. Light squares are so weak. And the plan is knight b6, knight c4. What do you do if you win the tournament? I'll probably celebrate with more chess. Maybe I'll celebrate with duck chess. Or just viewer challenges. Yeah, this is very, very difficult. Knight c4 is so hard to stop. I think I still play it. Or no, it's made in 2. No, it's not. It's almost checkmate. I have this move. Check there. Oh, the king kind of runs. Maybe this. Attacking with everything. Oh, that's a fun position. So this pawn's pinned to the king, so I can't take the knight. Takes the bishop, I'll throw in the check and then win the queen. I didn't want to play queen b2 and let the king slip away. Oh, drawback chess as well. I'll consider that. Take. Bishop e3, there's this, and then it's not so simple. Take. Okay, let's play this. Now these pieces are hanging, but so is white's knight. So we'll trade down. I'll save the knight. Yeah, white's still resisting. Want to play e5. E5, e4. Okay, thankfully this does not trap my queen. I still have castling rights. Oh, there's almost castlemate. Maybe I'll try it. The problem is this square is controlled. Check. Oh, this is mate. Queen h3. Okay, that's a cool mate. That's a fun game. Nice attacking game. To tear apart the Jobava London. 26 minutes left. What openings do people want to see? I think I'm at the point where I'll try and satisfy some opening requests. Lucchini. Haven't played the Lucchini in ages. Sullivan, Dutch, Halloween. Okay. If e5, I'll go for Halloween. Still inviting it. Let's play Grand Prix. Knight FD7. Strange move. Thank you to Avram C. Appreciate the super chat. Very kind. I'm just doing the typical Grand Prix things. F5. F5 is so typical. Opponent's not afraid. Yeah, bishop h6 or g5. Can I sack? Take. Let's try it. It might not work, but it looks interesting. Okay, this is looking pretty good, though. g5, probably queen c4. Take. Have this. Wait, F5's hanging. Knight d4. Let's try this. c5, I take. Oh, I blundered. Oh, that's bad. Gonna be down a piece. I'm in trouble. This might be my first loss of the stream. My first loss at age 32. But it's not over. I gotta fight. Play rookie 1. Some compensation. Queen c5, d4. Got ready to lift the rook. Knight wants to come to d4 and f5. That's annoying. What to do? Don't want to trade. I might have to. Okay, this is something. Not thrilled with trading down. Really? Oh, that works. Rook f4. I don't think my opponent even intended that. That's very strong. Hmm. What to do? What to do? Good game. Opponent played well. Found some nice tactics there. I tried to fight as much as I could have. I'm still in first though. Lost my streak. But there's some cushion. Yeah, hanging a piece in the middle game did not help so much. But I received so many gifts today that I guess I had to give back a little. Let's go back to London, I guess. Oh, thanks so much, Avram. Another super chat. A6. Okay, so we have some Slav type opening. B5 might be coming. Rook A7. Huh. Go for this. Trying to understand what's happening here. Very tense. Trading down a little bit. Can take. Wait, does this win a piece? The knight gets trapped. Takes, the knight can't retreat anywhere. Yeah, bishop f6 seems like such a normal move too. I think it's just a blunder. Now it's a question, will black resign or keep fighting? Okay, I have triple pawns. It's a funny looking position. I still gotta be careful too. Take on d5.
Happy birthday, Eric. Thank you for inspiring me to get better at chess by abandoning my queen.
Ah, only in the right circumstances. Thank you, thank you. I'm not sure who that was, but I appreciate the message. I'm going to run my king to d2. Or at least try to. Well, that's kind of scary. Yeah, this... Oh wow, I didn't even see that I get attacked like this, but I think it's fine because queen f3. Maybe this? Wait, no. Maybe... What am I doing? Take a moment. There's queen e3. Yeah, this should be fine. King now has a path. I'll let black take the pawn. Now everything looks stable. Okay, rook d4, king c3. Rook a4 would threaten queen b4. And then maybe a3. Okay, that's a free piece. Okay. Nice game. Back on track. 15 minutes left. Playing wild horses. Never played this person before. Going for a Stafford. We have a 4 knights instead. We'll play the main line, bishop e4. Queen e2. Haven't seen queen e2 before. But this does allow me to trade down. Hey, Zingirda, gifting subs. Thank you so much. Can I take the knight? This might be the wrong approach. Queen e7. There's bishop g5. This could get like very, very drawish. Let's try this. But then bishop a3. I think I should just castle. The nice thing is bishop f5 comes with tempo, and these pawns are quicker to be attacked than these pawns. My rook is attacked. And pawn structure is completely symmetrical. But if I can win one of these pawns, then maybe I can grind down the endgame. Have to play this first. So I'm threatening to take. Ugh. Yeah, this is very drawish. I'll go ahead and take. We're going to trade queens. I'll be left with 4 pawn islands. Nice archipelago. A6. Two sets of double pawns. But there's still room to like kind of be tricky. It can be very easy to underestimate these positions. I think the first step is improving my bishop. c4 looks like a nice square. I mean, white's gonna move the pawn. That move I'm happy to see. Because now at least there's a target. I'm also giving white potential targets. But because I have a pawn on c7, the bishop cannot access b6. And I have access to b3. White is threatening this. That's annoying. I think rook e6. Rook e6, g5.
Happy birthday,
oh, thank you, Zingirda.
Eric. Thanks
Big cheer.
for the hours upon hours of great content.
My pleasure. I'm actually not sure what to do here. King g6, h4, and then rook e6. Ooh. I'm getting into a bind. I might be worse, actually. No, I have h6, actually. Ooh, it's not clear. h5, king g7, f4, still threatening g5. But I'm gonna make white find it. They're on track. Okay, that gives me a nice move. I think that was a huge mistake from white. But what to do here? It's not easy. I'm still stuck. c5. c5 at the right moment would be nice. I'm going to start with this idea, rook d5, c5. c5 just win on the spot. I think it does. This bishop takes c5, it's force mate. Yeah, there's a mating net out of nowhere. The pieces just, especially my rooks, coordinate very well. Okay, white is still... Is white surviving? Bishop d5. Yeah, it still takes work. Rook d2. I don't see the immediate knockout. Actually, I do. Okay, bishop d5 and then rook d2. Bishop takes e5, bishop g2. Maybe there's some better mating net, like bishop c4. And now I'm threatening... Oh yeah, I'm threatening mate in 1. Took me a moment to see the rook could move backwards. A weird mating construction. Check. Yeah, this is winning.
Happy birthday to US 903.
Oh, thank you, thank you. TDP, really appreciate that. Oh, how's it going? How's it going, Ilya too? Grandmaster Ilya Nizhnik in Twitch chat. Hope you're doing well. Also, thank you to Cryptics with the super chat from Canada. Really appreciate that. Okay, that was a cool game. But I can't waste any time. I'm barely in first. I do have my streak back.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Thank you to Ojat. Happy 27. Okay, we are reaching the climax of the tournament. I'll play e4. Let's play an Orthoschnapp. Oh, thank you, Avram. Again, really appreciate it. I am keeping the sharp lines coming. Even though the gambit was not accepted, we have a nice active position. Okay, I'm going to try and set up a Greek gift. Doesn't quite work though, because bishop f5. Like queen f4. It feels really close to being really good. I might just go for some fun line. The thing is, I have to get my king save. I just leave my knight on h7. Don't try this at home. But the knight's just chilling. If g6, I take on h6. Maybe g4, g5. Okay, let's sack. And this is the main point. Again, I'm not sure if it works, but it looks fun. If takes bishop g5, f6 I take, otherwise it's still bishop f6. Having fun. I did not see that move, but I have this move. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, that's a free pawn. I want a rook lift. I'm wondering if I can like sack the bishop to rook lift, assuming this. Probably should just save the bishop. Okay, there's bishop to b1. Bishop b1 makes some sense. Saving the bishop and the pawn. So I'm down a piece.
My wife has had your birthday on our family calendar for weeks.
Oh, really?
My
Oh,
kids
that's
think
kind.
I'm ridiculous, but I watch your content daily.
Oh, that's
Thanks
nice.
for the calm chess.
Thank you, Legs Feed the Wolf. That's very kind. This is still a super sharp position. Take. Huh. I can't swing all the way over. So rook f4. I think I might end up winning on time. But to be honest, I'm not seeing like the easy follow-up. There. Maybe this. Running mate. Take with rook. Okay, now I'm making progress. Okay, fun attacking game. A final position looks very winning. So a nice cushion. I'm not sure if the last game will count for me. We'll try and play quickly here. Vienna opening. This one. Yeah, this is some line. Remember some a5 idea. Maybe c6. f4 is kind of on tap. Okay, c6. Opens up the queen. It does look a little bit scary. Okay, let's be aggressive. Knight c4. This might be the wrong approach. Oh, that's almost certainly the wrong approach. I forgot about e5. I'm doubly pinned. I'm also down on time. I take on c3. Then queen. No, c4 hangs. I'm in trouble. Knight h5 maybe. I gotta try this. So if take, I take here. I'm in big trouble. I think I'm gonna win the tournament. No one's catching me, but this game is gonna be a big challenge. I'll be down, yeah, I'm down a piece for a pawn. But I have the bishop pair. Always gotta look on the bright side. Fancy. There's some small trick, h4. Oh, I lost a pawn. Oh no. If takes, there's bishop g4, so it's slightly poisonous. Okay. I do have a queenside majority, 4-on-2. Have a nice wooden shield. Yeah, there's compensation here. Keep pushing. a3, I'll probably push the b pawn. At least things are flowing. Thank you, Legs Feed the Wolf. Gifting their first sub to the channel. It's very kind. Okay. Making progress. Want to undouble my a pawns. Also unleashing the d file. c6 is hanging. But not sure if White can get away with taking it. I'm dreaming of bishop b4 and then bishop c3 and then pawn a2.
Happy birthday.
And then a1 equals queen.
Emoji, birthday cake emoji, party
Oh yes, my emojis.
Birthday cake emoji, party popper emoji, birthday cake emoji.
I haven't had any cake yet today. At least non-emoji cake. Thank you, Ziggy P. Wait, I have to be careful. There. I think this is okay. This might not be the objective best move, but it's a legal move. Oh no, my rook. I'm expecting this. I'll take back. Oh, that's a good move. Oh yeah, it's not simple. Yeah, it's a fascinating position, actually. Down about a minute on the clock. We have some nice action going on here. Setting up bishop a3. I don't mind if that happens. There's this now. Threatening this. Very confusing position. Material's equal though. I have a stronger pawn. Probably just want to consume some pawns on the king side. And this pawn's defended. Time is leveling. Okay, pawn will be promoting. GG. Thank you to Stockfish, gifting subs. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Eric Blair, gifting to Motvi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's the tournament. I lost one game, managed to stay on top. Yeah, this last game, I got a little bit in trouble. This game didn't count for the tournament. But yeah, White played well. Tricky opening. It's already very, very bad for me. What am I supposed to do? Knight e5 is not a good move. I thought I was playing naturally. Knight e5 here. And just not play d6. But how does this work? Oh, go after the pawn. Okay. So I do one more tournament. Wait, there's a daily rapid arena. But it's almost over. Okay, tell me what to do. I could chill. I could just play some... I could play viewers. I could play some variants. I'll stick around for a little bit longer. Spectate some games. Any new duck photos? No new duck photos, but there is a duck chess tournament tomorrow, which I will be competing in and streaming. I'm getting different suggestions across Twitch and YouTube chat. Multiple people in Twitch chat are saying Drawback chess, King of the Hill, Hyperbullet. YouTube chat, puzzles, rapid. Seems like YouTube chat wants more like chill, instructive chess. Okay, one person says duck chess. Let me open myself up to challenges. So now if you have a Lichess account, which is completely free to make, you can send me a challenge. And I'll play this person. And then I might pivot to something else. So samSWT, first person to challenge me. Oh, dice chess. That's a weird spelling of duck. I am aware of the existence of dice chess, but I have not played. I think I've seen Lafon play it. Could you make a live version of Beginner to Master Speedrun? A few of the earlier episodes in the first Beginner to Master Speedrun were part of a live stream, but I found it easier to just pre-record. That way I don't get too distracted by chat. Getting a lot of requests for Drawback chess. So maybe I'll play a few games against viewers on Lee chess, and then I can eventually pivot to Drawback chess. There's also Kung Fu chess, which I haven't played in a while, which is super fun. Slightly addicting. Okay, so we have a relatively positional game here. One of the big drawbacks of Jobava London is sometimes this knight gets a bit stuck long term. Like, it doesn't harmonize well with the pawn on d4, also blocks a c-pawn. There's a funny line. Oh no. Oh no. Someone call an ambulance. But not for me, nor my opponents. Trying to be tricky there. Just play this move. Okay, now this is a threat.
Happy birthday, Eric. For some reason, your birthday has appeared on my friends/family Google Calendar.
Really?
Rosen face.
How does that happen? Maybe it's Google. Like, Google knows that you watch me sometimes. Also, apparently knows my birthday. Okay, let's... I have to be really careful. Let's play this. Didn't really want to trade knights. Thank you, Discard. Happy 26. Yeah, after the game, I'll share the potential tactic. Queen f6, queen g3. Oh, there's a comment. I saw you at the Cardinal game. Really? That's cool. Like, in person? Were you also there? I did go to my very first Cardinals game in St. Louis.
Happy birthday.
Oh dear, wait. This is scary. How do I not lose? I'm up a pawn. But white is throwing things at me. I have this move. The rook's pinned. G6 perhaps. Oh, this is terrifying. Hmm. Considering g5. Not a move I want to play. Wait, g5, queen f6, queen g7, take, and then queen f8? Queen h5, queen h6, queen f7. Doesn't work. Maybe this move? There. G6 first. Yeah, this is terrifying. I don't see how white wins, though. Looks very close to winning for white. White has time. If I get a chance, I want to play this. If I can just trade queens, I can live happily ever after. Wait, I'm not even up a pawn. Why did I think I was up a pawn? To go back. I thought I won a pawn. I guess white has an isolated pawn. Maybe I just got confused. I don't think the sack works. Now I'm gonna turtle. Queen trade is forced. Yeah, this is now a very pleasant position. Blockading the pawn. Still takes work. Okay, winning the pawn. It's still not over though. White gets counterplay. But I think my pawn's very fast. Keep pushing. What a game. Yeah, my opponent fought very well. Yeah, going back to this. Oh, engine gives -2 with equal material. That's surprising. But there's so much pressure on the C file that engine probably understands that black's winning the pawn eventually. Oh, thank you, Pet Pops. First time prime. So when I played a6, I was kind of hoping for queen takes f6, which looks crushing. G-pawn's pinned. But then there's a counter tactic, queen takes g3.
I just mailed you a book. I hope you like it.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for my mailbox. Thank you to Malolo. Thank you to Derparby too. Happy 6 months.
Happy birthday, Eric. Smile.
Thank you, thank you. Anyway, this would have been a nice line for black. Would win the exchange after the trade.
Happy birthday, Eric. Loving the new Trappy speedrun.
Oh, thank you, my Alter X. Anyway, so Knight e4 was apparently a very bad move. Oh, white didn't have to take the pawn. White can go in immediately. Threatening mate. If queen f8, I assume queen takes h6. My only move is queen f8. Because if g6, there's takes. Okay, this is maybe hard to calculate. Yeah, white would have to like play d5. Anyway, I survived the worst of it. Around here, I guess white didn't have a knockout. Slightly better for white. Eventually I traded queens and then it's better for black. Thank you to Mild Zau. Other first time prime. Oh, my opponent's in Twitch chat. Good game. Yeah, definitely had some chances. Queen f6 a move sooner. Also, thank you to Suckfish gifting to my opponent. So there was a question how to challenge me. We do have the challenge command. Does it work in both chats? I'll share the link in YouTube chat too. Commands add challenge. Okay, I'll play a random challenger. Playing G Baby. A decently high rating. Rated Blitz, okay. So we have London opening. Yeah, Bishop G4. Solid line for black. I'm gonna play this this Queen E1 line. This is an idea that I learned from Grandmaster Avati Gregorian of Chess Mood. Very simple idea, but it's a nice weapon for Blitz. I think I'll take with knight and f4. Although maybe rook e1 first. Oh, thank you, mate agent. Asking if I buy Chessable courses. I'm not an active user of Chessable, but I have bought at least one course. Sam Shanklin's like D4 Rapporteur. I know he has a few different volumes, but the reason I bought it is because I was preparing for an opponent who at the time I knew followed that course. So it was mainly to check what he recommended against my black weapon against e4. Okay, I have to be a little bit careful here. And then I'll just sack the c-pawn. I am threatening a pretty nasty tactic. We'll see if my opponent is aware. Again, I do really, really appreciate all the birthday wishes. It is hard to say thank you to everyone individually. But thank you across both chats. Yeah, I think my opponent is aware of the danger. But with no increment, they can't take too much time. Okay, they actually missed the tactic. Rook h8. creating the fork. And this is going to be over very soon. It's an easy idea to miss. This doesn't happen from like too many types of these kingside attacks. But basically when the pawns are doubled, the h-file's a bit more open, and there's nothing else covering f7 apart from the king, then it's nice deflection. Deflection or attraction? Maybe both. Like the king is deflected away from f7 and attracted to a very toxic individual in the rook on h8. Anyway, let's do one or two more. Playing MrThumbleweed, or MrThumbleweed. Good luck. Casual Blitz. Gonna play an Englund Gambit. Ooh. Okay, reverse Caro-Kann. Maybe I'll play a von Henning Gambit down a tempo. Wow, this is now a reverse... Wait, what is this? It's like an Albin Countergambit, but I have an extra tempo. Huh. I'm slightly baffled. This might be playable. Actually, it looks very playable for white. I want to be aggressive. I guess e4. It's kind of like that line in the Caro-Kann, except I guess white has an extra tempo now. Thank you, mate agent. Yeah, there's no Q command. Maybe I should set that up. Might be something to implement to give people like a better idea of when they can expect a game to start. But if you send me a challenge, then I will be accepting random challenges, probably for a couple more games. There's a question, would you be open to best of 3 rapid match with General Zod? Winner gets 6,000 bits. It sounds just interesting. I don't know who General Zod is. But yeah, feel free to send me a DM, and I don't have time for 3 rapid games this stream, but potentially in a future stream. General Zod is a TikToker and chess streamer. Okay. Something about Superman. I haven't watched Superman too closely, so I guess I don't fully get the reference. Opponent's playing well. Yeah, actually very solid position. Unfortunately, this game might come down to time, given there's no increment. Pin the knight. I do want to save some time for drawback chess too. Not sure if I have an account. I might just play anonymously. Oh, I see Pamira in YouTube chat says, Eric, we share the same birthday. Happy birthday to you. A September 3rd gang. Been watching since 2019. Very nice. Yeah, it's also Arjun Erigaisi's birthday. Probably the strongest player ever, born on September 3rd. Eric, does it smell like up cutie where you are? What's up cutie? I've heard of up dog. But that might be a new scent. Oh. Yeah, it was a fork, followed by another fork, followed by a third fork. Okay, GG. Yeah, that was a satisfying tactic to finish the game. I think before queen b3, white's probably doing fine. White can take and play knight c3. Oh, thank you, WGM, Adriana. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Also hope you're doing well. If you're just joining, playing some chess, playing viewers, yeah, very level game. White's actually better after this. Okay, knight f4 is an engine move, but knight c3 is very natural. All right, let's do one more random challenge, and then I'll do drawback chess. Playing the Fencer 89. Good luck to my opponents, if they're here. Sometimes people challenge me and then they fall asleep or they walk away. I'll give it another moment. Okay, I might just start another game, and then if that opponent comes back, then I'll simul. Okay, playing Geodash. So this game I'm still waiting for the first move. The Fencer, if you're watching, it's your move. Another Scotch Gambit. Oh, this line again. Okay. I played this for the first time earlier this stream, and I had so much fun. Opponents in the tank. Yeah, this has a similar level of dubiousness compared to Stafford Gambit, but also a similar level of venom. There's lots of tricky traps. At some point, I do want to play this in the tricks and trap speedrun. So it's my opponent's move on both boards. Nope. Okay. 2 games starting. Let's play the Von Henning if I get a chance. Knight a6. It's a funny move. If I take, there's queen here and take back. So I'll just develop. Bishop e7. There's this? I think there's this. b5. Interesting. I'm going to try and attack. So the idea is if takes queen h5, bishop takes d5, and I'll be threatening the knight and checkmate. I can take with queen. Actually, this is one big trade. It's going to be equal material in the end after I win the knight. It's slightly dangerous to play 2 blitz games at once. I mean, both are casual. Doing fine on time in both, too. Actually, both have increment as well. Sorry if this is a little bit harder to follow for some viewers, but it's the nature of a simul. Nice center here. Nice bishops here. Okay, let's go for knight e4. Target the dark squares. Here I can trade and play knight e2. Oh, Teotwaki's asking, how old are you turning? Earlier, people were guessing, and some people were Googling. I think Google knows best. Prophylaxis. F5? Let's prepare F5. Which game will finish first? This game has progressed more. But this game I might have a mating attack. Okay, I didn't quite see this, but I have c4. And this is very positional. I'm gonna go after this pawn. Should be winning the pawn. And these pawns becoming stronger and stronger. Wow. I really want to take and sack a queen. Let's do this. I could take, and then take with double check. It's not mating though. It's like almost mate. You just take your first. And let's double check. Check. Queen f7 will be mate. If I take this pawn, I lose c2. I win d5, I lose b2. Let's play this. Oh, thank you, Caro-Kann. The birthday dono. Thank you, thank you. That's really kind. Okay. Checkmate. A nice final position there. Okay, so I'm defending c2. Oh, black's being resourceful. I'm still not winning this pawn. The rook is active. Feeling a little bit claustrophobic. The plan might just be to go after a different pawn, like a6. Running this now. Now threatening this. Now this. F4. The king is almost mated. It's so close. Where's my mate? G3? The thing is, if I play G3, the king can't move. Like, it's forever stuck. All I have to do is check it with my knight. I guess black wants to play H4. Oh, there's a funny line. King F2, take. Black's gonna play this. Oh no, my rook. Please let me have it, please. Checkmate. Okay. Was not expecting a rook sack to checkmate the king in the center of the board like that. That was nice. Nice finish. Thanks to my opponent for letting me actually get that on the board. Okay, I think I'll end it there, at least with the chess portion. If you just joined, I've played a lot of chess this stream. I played 2 Blitz tournaments, one of which I late joined, second of which I won. Just did some viewer challenges, had some fun finishes in both games. Which checkmate is more beautiful? This mate or this mate? Very different types of checkmate. Anyway, I think I'll cap off the stream with some drawback chess, which I have not done in a while. I have to remember how this works. For anyone that is unfamiliar with drawback chess, basically a game will start. Oh, let's just join. And when a game begins, I have to fix the layout. Both sides have a different drawback. Now, my drawback is supposed to be hidden to my opponent. Once one of your pieces crosses into your opponent's side of the board, it can't return back to yours. Okay, so if I cross into the 5th rank or beyond, I can't come back. I feel like I can work with this. I've had worse drawbacks in the past. Now, I don't know what my opponent's drawback is. It's possible my opponent could be watching the stream and maybe could snipe, but even if they try and snipe, it's not so bad. Okay, I'm going to fix the layout a little bit more. It's here. Okay. I hope that looks reasonable. Ponziani time. Not sure if the Ponziani is the best opening for this drawback. I guess we'll see. I'm also going to try and change this color thing. Okay. Hopefully that looks even nicer now. So far, this is just normal chess. Like, we're going into a position I've had before. And for the time being, I'm just staying within my own territory. Now, I really don't care if a pawn crosses into my opponent's territory, because naturally pawns can't move backwards anyway. It's really about just putting pieces on the 5th rank. Then they could more easily be trapped. Oh no. I blundered my queen. I was just playing normal chess. It's just a flat out queen blunder. Oh dear. Oh wow, thank you SL.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Really appreciate
Thanks for
that.
the many years of content, zen, generosity and lessons. Here's to many more.
Huge thank you. $32. Okay, so I'm giving queen odds. Oh no, my queen. Merch is still on sale for the rest of the day. Oh, is that from Teotwaki? Thank you, Teotwaki, if that was from you. Sorry if Streamlabs is being weird. Yeah, big thank you. So if I take with bishop or rook, I can't return. So I'll take with pawn. And then try and attack, at least from my own territory. There's actually a trap here. If knight takes d4, I have rook f4. I still have no clue what my opponent's drawback could be. But we're actually reaching a very interesting imbalance. Because once I win the knight, I'll have 3 minor pieces for the queen. Actually, 3 minor pieces for queen and 2 pawns. Honestly, if this were like a classical game, I would maybe take white. Of course, without the drawback. Like my drawback still might make it like very difficult to win. I just have to be timely with the attack. There's almost like rook h4, rook g7. But not quite. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. Bishop d4. Still building up. Maybe rook g3 in this. Okay, that allows me to take. Yeah, I got this g-file pin. Oh, also thank you, Hippocampus, with the first time prime. Appreciate that. I still have to be really careful. I'll take. Okay, so this is the first time I'm putting a non-pawn piece into my opponent's territory, which means the rook can't legally come back to my own territory. I have this move now. Yeah, queen takes knight, it's checkmate. I should also mention that in drawback chess, the game ends by capturing the king. Because there are certain situations where it might look like checkmate, but sometimes the king can survive depending on the player's drawback. Oh, there's a question, why not bishop c5? To be honest, I didn't consider bishop c5. But I played bishop, or I had meant bishop on d4 to try and exert maximum pressure against black's kingside. Okay. My opponent's drawback was separation of church and state. You can't move your bishops next to a king. And you can't move your king next to a bishop. Okay, we both had like drawbacks which are definitely on the easier end of the spectrum. Thank you to Kobe Games. Appreciate the super chat. There's a question, given that Elo is relative skill against other players and not a measure of raw skill, how would 24-23 FIDE Eric do against Eric today? So I guess you're asking how my current self would do against myself from, oh dear, from 2015, where I reached my peak FIDE rating. I'm not sure. Because it kind of goes back to the fact that Elo, it's more a measure of how you've done in like your past games, and it doesn't always reflect like your current form. I will say that myself from 2015, so back when I was 22, I probably had more mental and physical stamina. But I would say today I have a lot more like opening knowledge, general chess knowledge. So it'd be interesting. Also today I know basically like the weaknesses and holes in my previous opening repertoires. So I think the version of myself today would probably still be better. Did you have the Stafford back then? I think I discovered the Stafford Gambit in 2017 or 2018. Like around when I started streaming. Anyway, I hope people enjoyed the first game of Drawback Chess. Let's do another. I'll join the queue again. Also, thank you to mickeyK, the super chat from Denmark. I appreciate that. While in check, you must move your king. Okay, this seems like another like pretty, I don't want to say easy, but like non-harmful drawback. I'm just gonna play Stafford Gambit. Feel like I can get away with playing normal chess here. There's a comment, I thought you created the Stafford. Well, it's called the Stafford Gambit for a reason. There's a player who existed whose name was Stafford, who I think has a first recorded game in the database in the Stafford Gambit. But there's not too much information about the player. I'm pretty sure there's a video on my YouTube channel that's titled My First Stafford Gambit. And it's from a stream where I played the Stafford Gambit, maybe the first time ever. Unfortunately, here we have a slightly more quiet position, no gambit. But I'm gonna try and attack.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Tell us about Twitch Prime. Subbing with Prime. Yeah, friendly reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. Support the channel. There's a question from the Big Rascal. How do you find so many gambits? Do you just look up gambits in opening libraries? That's one way. Like these days, there's a nice feature on Lichess, lichess.org/opening, and you can just search for the keyword gambit and just get a massive list of the gambits that exist. But another part of it comes with just playing chess for many, many years and experimenting with different types of openings. Also, back when I was teaching, I would usually make an effort to learn the openings my students were playing. And that allowed me to really broaden my knowledge of openings. But also just watching like chess on YouTube as well. I think one of the first times I saw something about the Stafford Gambit, I was watching a video from the YouTube channel Chess Talk. Chess Talk, I think, is still one of the most like followed and viewed YouTube channels. It covers chess. And he had like a nice video showing the traps in the Stafford. Okay, I'm trying to build up an attack. Got the sniper bishop. Got some X-ray vision against the king. Pieces are decently placed. Oh, thank you, OG Vishal, for the super chat. who says, happy birthday, Eric. Huge fan of Tricks and Traps speedrun. I do plan to keep the content coming. Right now, it's basically Tricks and Traps drawback chess. Opponent has walked into some kind of trick or trap. I'm not mating just yet. I really don't want to trade queens. I retreat, there's rook g1 though. Okay, I'm gonna take here and keep attacking. Yeah, my drawback is completely irrelevant to this game. I have not been checked. And even if I do get checked, like I'll probably just move my king. Okay, how to checkmate. Threatening mate in 1. Wait, did I miss something? Opponent resigned. Opponent's drawback was sibling rivalry. You cannot move a piece to a square adjacent to an opponent's piece of the same type. Interesting. Not sure if that affected things. So for example, they can't play knight d5 because then the knights are adjacent. Okay, I need to figure out how to change the settings so I get harder drawbacks. Let's go back to lobby. View edit profile, maybe? No. Drawback glossary. I prefer hard drawbacks. There we go. Back to home. Join queue. Okay, this next one should give me a harder drawback. And again, I'm just joining the queue anonymously, so my username here is Lazy White Elephant. Outflanked. Except for capturing kings, you cannot capture on the rim. Again, doesn't sound too difficult. So the rim, I assume, refers to like the first, 8th rank and AH files. Stafford Gambit time. Yeah, with Stafford Gambit, usually the things that are captured, like is E-pawn or F2 pawn. D4, good move. Yeah, this is actually a slightly annoying line. I'll try and make it work though. So it says except for capturing kings, so I assume if the king's on the rim, I can capture it. Otherwise, my opponent could keep the king on the rim and be invincible. Oh, I do have the option to reveal my drawback. Which, okay, if my opponent's watching, they could already know what it is. I'm also realizing I can't actually take this because it's on the rim. Rim is any square, yeah, A. Okay, so I assumed correctly. Might be in a little bit of trouble after this. Queen g7 didn't really prevent this. I think I do want a castle and at least give white something to be scared about. Okay, a6, safety first. Yeah, this is gonna get interesting. Like, as we approach the endgame, like how I'll actually be able to win. And for the time being, I'm just kind of playing as I would normally. White's also playing pretty normal moves. I was just about to say my dream is to open the H-file and checkmate on H1. Which... I can't even take this though, right? Yeah. I could play bishop g4. Let's test the waters. Oh no, my bishop. So if takes, I take back. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And if takes, it's checkmate. So that worked out quite nicely. My opponent maybe thought that their queen was defended, which it kind of was, but the pawn is still pinned. And again, if takes, rook h1, king takes h1, the king is the one exception. And it seems like my opponent doesn't know my drawback. Do I reveal my drawback now? I'm going to reveal it now and see if I can still win. Or should I? I don't know. Would that make things more interesting? Or more frustrating? I'll reveal drawback. Okay. Yeah, because I'm just crushing. We'll see if they can exploit the fact that they... Oh, actually now they could play this, and I can't take their rook. There's a line rook d8, king a7. Okay, it's not happening. Calculating rook a8 and then this. Opponent revealed their drawback. You can't capture non-pawn pieces of the same piece type. Okay. It's hard to exploit that. Also, I don't really need to exploit that. Get the rook in. Yeah, so their rook can't capture my rook. Wow, clever. They're almost checkmating me, but b6 is controlled. That would be incredible if like they set up some checkmate like this. Okay, I went on time. GG. It still gave me an easy drawback. I asked for hard drawbacks. Let's do one more. I do have to go soon. Time preference 3-2. You cannot recapture. Okay, that sounds more difficult. I guess if I'm the first one to capture, then everything should be okay. Again, I'm just playing normal chess. Gonna try and be aggressive here. Oh, but if I play knight g5 take, I can't take back. Also, knight e5 take, I can't take back. Well, that makes my opening strategy a bit more difficult. Maybe I'll play h5 and g4. It's actually a good question. If my opponent takes here, can I... Is that a recapture? I think it is. But they don't know that. So I think I'm in the safe for now. But let's say a move passes. Then I assume I can capture like the next move. So maybe I can test it here. So I'll take. Now I can't recapture. But next move I should be able to capture. Unless, okay, f5's played, so let's play this. Ooh. Alright, let's have some fun. This is a line where I don't think there's going to be much recapturing from my end. So I sack a bishop to open up the king. And now maybe queen h5. Getting this and this. Okay, this is a massive risk. It'd be funny if Black resigns here. This is... Like, my opponent probably has no idea. Yeah, okay. They could have been winning if they took my queen, because I can't recapture. I should have revealed to my opponent. No, then they would definitely take my queen. Anyway, okay, let's do one more. I probably have to go after this next one. Back to lobby, join queue. Again, if you're just joining, I'm playing a variant called Drawback chess. It's normal chess, but in each game, both players have a different drawback. Makes the game a bit more interesting. There's a sun on the board. Blinded by the sun. You can't end your turn attacking e5. How do I play the Stafford Gambit then? So these moves are not legal. I can't even take back with a queen. Wow. That's annoying. Oh, goodbye to Teotwaki. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good day. Thanks again for the support. Okay, so I'm playing the Portuguese. Actually, the Portuguese is after d4, bishop g4. I can't take this because it attacks e5. Take with knight. The bishop can never come here. Pawn can never come here. This knight can't develop towards the center. This bishop can do whatever it wants. And don't attack the sun. At least it prevents me, like, from attacking the sun. I need there to be, like, some kind of solar eclipse, so I'm not blinded. I should probably not trade off my lightsword bishop, but it's hard to avoid. Lightsword bishop's more valuable than the darksword bishop. I need to find my sunglasses. C4. Yeah, this is maybe like the wrong opening to play. Because usually the setup involves having a lot of things towards e5. I mean, I could pivot, play bishop b4. Wait a minute. If bishop b4, queen a4, can I play knight c6? Because knight's pinned, so is it actually attacking e5? I'm guessing it probably prevents me from doing that. Yeah, I don't even want to try. Play knight a6. I mean, that's the only way to develop the knight. And now I don't have bishop b4. So I'll probably do this and just kind of be a bit passive. I should reveal my drawback once white falls below like 15 seconds. Wait a minute. Can I... The sun has disappeared. Can I attack it? No. Okay. So even if white has a thing on e5... Oh, so if white gets a king to e5, I can never take the king, or even attack the king. I could then maybe put white in zugzwang so they have to move their king. Okay. Alright, let's play bishop e7. I'm going to reveal my drawback. I'll see if my opponent can exploit me now. Play king f8. So now they know what I'm suffering with. But maybe they have more to think about too. Genius strategy to win on time. Oops, I meant to play rook c8. That's okay though. Getting a little bit unsettling. Trading a lot. Oof. If this I can't take with queen, I have to take with king? Take. I can't even take on d5 with the queen. Oh dear. Maybe I should not have revealed my drawback. Can we trade queens? Going into the endgame. Oh no! Okay, let's trade. I can't take the knight. Oh no. I can't even move my king up. Wait, this is mate in 2. Okay, maybe white has some drawback though. Yeah, king gets a bit stuck. This move is going to hurt me. Yeah, I want to play king e6, but I can't. Oh, my opponent revealed their drawback. Wait, what was my opponent's drawback? I didn't even realize. Your pieces can't capture if they can make multiple capturing moves. Oh, so the rook couldn't capture either pawn. Yeah, I was a little bit slow to realize that. That's interesting. So I end up winning on time. So like here is okay to capture because there's only one capturing move. And here, same thing. Then here, the knight couldn't make any captures. Interesting. Anyway, I'm wrapping things up. I do have to go. Big thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, all the generous support. I will be back tomorrow, very early morning, for the Duck Chess Championship. It's being held on chess.com. It could be a very long day of Duck Chess. There are 8 qualifier tournaments tomorrow. Each one is 75 minutes long. I do plan to play the first one, and then I'll play as many as it takes to win and then qualify, hopefully, for Friday. So stay tuned, and good.